Yeah, that's why I was a bit delayed. I said an itty bitty bit, but I kept forgetting things like repeatedly. Oh, all right. Unfortunately, no fines for searching the doubles for 74 deeds and that one guy we're not supposed to talk about at certain times. So no DDOs found, unfortunately. But we're gonna kick it off with adding to the EOS and the end of month giveaway, and we will get into a box for William E. Now, unfortunately, um, the vault manager had to leave early Friday, so I wasn't able to get the boxes because she accidentally took the keys with her. Um, hopefully everything's all right, but yeah, we'll have boxes next week. I had to take off work Thursday. I got to do a 24-hour fast, and I'm not working a 10-hour day in a fast-paced environment on an empty stomach. Not doing it. So took Thursday off, so that's when the delivery is. So I'll pick those up Thursday. And I'll have a little bit more time on my Friday. So good morning, everyone. Oh, there we go. Good old drink of coffee. Let's see who we got here. So we got Joseph Wells, William E, Captain Vic. Captain Vic, I got a surprise for you. I apologize because this has happened, I think, twice now. But I will get to that. We got 74 Ds, JC Likes Pam, Cammy King, Ron Pierce, BMC, BH Ringer. Let's see, did we get anybody else in here? Maple Leaf Numismatics, Furbitt's Finds, Robert Bruce, and let's see. I'm just kind of scrolling through what I missed while I was getting things ready. I forgot to set up my OBS. Morning, AG. We got AG in here as well. Lisa D. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing great too. All right, and then we got William E in here, the box man himself. So good to have everybody here this morning. All right. Oh, I missed a name. Did I miss a name? I missed a name. I had to have missed a name. Michael Rose, good morning. Uh, oh no. Yeah, so we just have the one box today. Fortunately, I do have 15 other rolls from my box from like 2 weeks ago to go through, so I'll get through those. Um, so I didn't record any of it yet. Wasn't really much to record, but we had that NIFC and proof out of that box. I still got to search the 77s out of that box. But it's 222 day. 222 day. Hey, Muscle Shell. Good morning. It's 222 day. And if you guys hang out over on Coin and Around, you guys know all about 222. All that coffee's good. No one runs Vinny off. Yeah, Vinny, I'm gonna have to check that out. $50 Sunday says 74 Deeds. And 74 Deeds, I wasn't able to get any of y'all stuff completely gone through before yesterday. Um, I will go and drop that off today, though. I've finally finished going through everybody's DDOs. Didn't really have much time, but I got to do something better with the bags because at some point on both boxes, I started putting 71s in the 72s and vice versa. So after I went through a good chunk of them, I realized I probably missed looking at 72. So I went through them again. because I was just blindly, like, I was watching a video and I throw a coin up, look at the scope, toss it down, and thought I was starting on the 71s, but there were 72s mixed in. I'm not gonna find the DDO on the left hand side over on the end god on a 72 when I'm looking for the markers for a 71. So apologize for that, but it's squared away. Uh, it is squared away. Uh, yeah, for real, it has been. With a doctor's appointment pretty much every Friday. It has definitely been one of those months. Fortunately, next week on Friday, um, I'll have that appointment, or this coming Friday, I'll have that appointment, and then I'll have 2 Fridays off from seeing the doctor. But seem to be doing well. All right, so we're going to kick it off. We're going to add to the EOS. So first number in chat between 1 and 10 will be for the EOS. Second number we'll use for the adding to the end of month giveaway. And then this is the one box I have. It was dropped, William E. Um, and taped up. I've yet to drop a box, but I don't need to drop a box. They get dropped for me. So, all right, first number we got is 9. So we're going to use 9 for the shuffles for the EOS, and we'll use 5 shuffles for the end of month giveaway. Let's see, and then I need to get a name on that wheel. Let's start there with William E. Of course, we save that just in case. All right, I don't need that tab open anymore. I've got your stuff set up for your mystery silver pack, William E. I don't need those open. Well, let's get over here and do those shuffles. 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right. What's the first thing going to be on the EOS? Outstanding. Way to start the stream. A war pickle. We got a war pickle and a bonus wheel. So we'll get that out. We'll get over to the. That's Liberty Nickels. That's Buffalo Nickels. That's War Pickles. There we go. And then we'll head over to the bonus wheel. If I can click the right button. There we go. So we do 9 shuffles on the bonus wheel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. Good thing I grabbed those by accident. And we get a Liberty Nickel. All right. Liberty Nickels. Go ahead and grab one out of there. I'm just going to grab off the top. And I have to add. Looks like we're going to have just a 1911 well-worn Liberty Nickel, V Nickel. Starting to spell nickel like pickle. All right, now we got our war pickles. Boom. Right off the top there, we're going to add 1943 San Francisco. Now that's a treat. War pickle. And it's used.
Hey, how about the pickle? It's used.
All right. 2 nickels to start off the EOS. There we go. Got that started. And then we had. And I got to start writing these numbers down. 5 shuffles for the end of month giveaway. We're going to add to that real quick. All right, 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are we going to add? We're going to add a spin again. All right, we'll do that. Hey, it's a dime. What kind of dime? Well, we got to do 5 shuffles on the dime wheel to find out. One, two, three, four, and five. Fortunately, they did have some dimes. They had barbers as well, so I am restocked on barbers, mercs, and rosies. And it looks like we're going to give up a Mercury dime. Will hasn't been generous with those. It's been generous with the rosies as of late. All right, so we're going to get a Merc dime. That's the wrong button. That's the right one. A little Merc dime from the tubity tube. Today, I guess I'm just grabbing off the top. I don't know. Everything's in the tubes randomly. So this is going to be, 1927, a little bit earlier of a year there. And it's going to be a Philadelphia minted, 1927, Merc dime. And we will do this end of month giveaway next week on Sunday. Did I say end of week? I don't know what I said. End of month giveaway. We're going to do that next week on Sunday for February. So everybody on the wheel uh, will get a chance to win that. I'm going to do last man standing again. Looks like we've got a 1917 Philly Buffalo nickel, 2024 P&D nickel set. So we got a 1918 Philly nickel, that's a Buffalo nickel. 1941 Philly Jefferson nickel. We got a leaky bucket with a DDR 029 minor variety quarter. And a 27 Philly Merc dime. So we finally got some silver into the end of month giveaway. Hooray! Oh yeah, we got Copper Out Coins 5-year stream anniversary today. Of course, my stream anniversary is always going to be New Year's Eve. We got SkyQuest here. Good morning, SkyQuest. John Chum Adventures is here as well. Fairbits Finds. Good morning to you. I think you were AFK earlier, so I skipped your name. You said you were going to get coffee. I was like, wait till I see his name again. There he is. Joe Minnick. Good morning to you. And I think I said hey to everybody here. Thanks for being here, everybody. And hey, if I didn't say hey. All right, we got a box for William E. Oh, the overlay on my OBS made that look different. My heart stopped. I thought I saw a thought I saw a seated Liberty half in there. I did not. Well, we're going to get into William E.'s box. After we finish William E.'s box, we're going to get that squared away and we will get into the 15 rolls I got left in my box. We will my hair probably, be my daughter's. We both have long hair. Um, get into my box. And then I've got a roll of quarters that I use for laundry. That I'm gonna have to go through. So we'll go through those too. A little bit of stuff to do. All right, that should be good enough for me to crack this bad boy open. Kind of hard to see through the holes. Can I get the whole box in view? Somewhat. There we go. Oh goodness, the box is all torn up. Where is Joey? We have to find him. It's all torn up. Where's Joey? We have to find him. Oh yeah, this box got busted. Is that silver? I don't think that's silver. There's no way I'm that lucky. Well, I don't know. Got a lot of newer enders. I don't think that's silver, but then again, I do because that's very silvery looking. Well, this is the box that was busted from last week. Yeah, just trying to think that through. That definitely looks silvery. Good luck, William. I hope that's silver. And to satisfy my own curiosity, I'm gonna weigh that roll. Might not tell me enough information, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Does not tell me enough information. Hmm. Can't always tell. Yeah, that looks it. All right, I don't want to get your hopes up too high. We'll get to that roll eventually. Oh, and I'm gonna try my best to grab these in an organized fashion. All right, so here's the enders we saw when we opened the box. Peeking through the holes in the bottom were these guys right here. Nothing special. And William E, I think we got to get you like 9 of those 7070s to get a bonus. So we'll pull down here. Everything else back up on the screen now that we're not looking at the whole box. Box hole. Yep, fingers are crossed for William E. 5 likes gets us to 25. That's a giveaway. And a prize added to the EOS. Nice. Just 26 subscribers away from 500. And when we get to 500, I will schedule something special. Yeah, 72D. Let's flip it. And nothing. Well, let me rephrase that. Something. We were looking for nothing. And 88. That's not flipped. So, William, looks like we're going to have some 23s to slide under the scope for you. We'll do, since we're doing just the one box, we'll be doing those every 5 rolls. All right, what was that? Boom. Yeah, those are probably going to be in circulation. I'm not sure yet. And if they are, I hope I don't get multiple boxes of them. Getting one, I wouldn't mind. That happened to me with the 2023s, I think. Only got the one box. But I do miss hunting my nickels. Boom. And we have the FG there on that 72D. I don't know why I looked at the back of that bicentennial, but I did it. And another Denver Minute 72 with the designer's initials. Not what we're looking for. I'm going to move that. I don't need that anymore. Tyrone's here. Good morning, Tyrone. I can't see Tyrone, but if Lisa says hi, excuse me. I'd normally mute for that, but that snuck up on me. 74D. Check that out here shortly. Not leaving myself enough space. There's a 73 Denver right there. A lot of those 71s. Another 23. Some I haven't seen in a few boxes. As long as it's not a ton of them, I don't mind looking through them. No silver in this roll. Does it have any other goodies? It has what used to be a parking lot coin. Well, hold up. It was a pocket coin, and then it looks like it became a parking lot coin. Or it could have been a little bit of both. Could have started as parking lot and then became a pocket coin. Interesting. Don't keep them, but I like finding the pocket coins. 74D. 73D. Whoop. Another one. And working on having a whole roll of 71 Denvers already. Goodness. Scrap Metal Racing, good morning. Yeah, we do need a real banger of the box. 29 likes. Wow. We will roll that 25 likes giveaway here shortly. Let me get through this roll. 96, 22. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that some of these older ones look nice. 23. Again. Alright, that's it for the first 5 rolls. We're going to get 25 likes giveaway rolling. Alright, so here we go. Just type 25 likes just like that with the space in the chat. That'll get you entered for the giveaway. And while I'm making sure it's picking up entries, I'm going to get that giveaway envelope ready. And then speaking of giveaway envelopes, well, I'll bring you back to that in a second. Oh, 222 day. All right. And we got Crummy here. Good morning, Crummy. That is picking that up. So we got the 25 likes envelope. It's red. We got a ton to go through for our first 5 rolls just for rehunts. There's that. And then Captain Vic. I think, yeah, I saw you here already. This was buried. I think last time it fell behind my shelf. So I moved where I put stuff. And this got buried under papers. So I'm going to get this sent out to you. I'm going to send you a little something extra. I mean, you do have a 90% half, 40s nickel. Random Weedy still coming to you from December. Sorry about that. I'm going to add something in there. Yeah. You'll see it when it gets there. There we go. So do apologize about that. I will send an apology coin. It won't say I'm sorry on the coin, but yeah, you'll get it. All right, let's take a look at these coins a little closer. See if we find any DDOs. Mark Spofford's in the house. That means Jenny's in the house, typically. Good morning to both of you. Yeah, I must have, when I was sending stuff out in January, I must have put something on top of them. Then it was gone. Guess I need to start checking off like a list so I know I have something to look for. Nah, I do bad with checking off lists because I'll check off the wrong thing. Um, I do much better with like a mental checklist. I'll just start doing like a one-piece flow where I do one thing at a time. That's how I do my best. One thing at a time. Chris Helms, good morning to you. All right, let's look at these 72s. See if we find a DDO for William E. Something in these first 5 rolls. Come on. No 77s yet. And lastly, now that massive stack of 71s. All right. All wrong. All right. Nope. A little bit more. Hope everyone had a great week. I'm looking forward to this week. Gonna be a short one for me, work-wise. Yay! That makes it a 4-day weekend. Although one of those days, I'm gonna get some stuff done. I'm probably gonna sleep a lot more to help me ignore my hunger. But you better believe I am eating a decent breakfast Thursday morning before 8 a.m. All right, that is it for the first 5 rolls. No finds. All right, here's what we saw. And nothing interesting. All right, that's a pen. Let's use the Walker magnet screwdriver to open up. Then we're going to get this roll open, get set up, and then we will be doing the 25 likes giveaway. Is that what I think it is? It's probably not. It's not. Interesting pattern on there. Yeah, it's just really black in the edges and the reeds. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. 71, 73, 82. That's going to do it for that roll. Now we're going to pick our likes winner. 25 likes giveaway winner. If you haven't got in on that, go ahead and get in on the 25 likes giveaway. Good morning, in Marsh. Welcome in. All right, we are picking a winner in 5, 4, 3, 2. Good luck, everybody. 1. In Marsh takes home another giveaway. In Marsh, you would let me know how many shuffles you would like on that prize wheel. We can do that for you. Oh, don't thank me yet. You can't thank me till we get a prize in that envelope. 1 shuffle. All right, that's what we'll do. Do 1 shuffle. Actually, let's in March. You actually haven't won in February yet. And there we go. Saving that. Come over here and do the 1 shuffle. Boom. Good luck. Looks like you're going to get an Indian head scent. And today we've been grabbing from the top of the tube, so that's what we're going to do again. Try to be consistent with it. There we go. So we're going to get you a 1903 Indian head scent. 1903. Congrats in Marsh. 1903 IHC. All right. Got you an Indian head scent coming your way. We got T Rep in here. Good morning, sir. Nick Molnar. Good morning, sir. Welcome in. On roll number 7 for William E's box. We're thinking we may have a silver ender. Hoping there are friends with it in the box. But we'll see. We will see. Well, that's a 23 Denver. Nothing to look at there. Ooh, 72 Denver. And it's got the initials. A lot of bicentennials in a row. 23 Philly. I feel like we went from one extreme to the other through 5 rolls. Way more rehunts than that in 2 rolls on the first 5. Colonel's collecting and detecting. Good morning to you. 37 likes already. Wow. It is early for that. Some of you must be getting snowed in on the East Coast. Nope, another Denver. Hey, 74 Philly and a Denver. Yoink. All right. 23 Philly. We'll rehunt that. And that's 72 Denver with designer's initials. 73. And that's going to be it on that roll. So I just got to talk about it a little bit. I'll pop out of here. Silver, 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 silver. Silver, 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 silver. Silver, 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 silver. Barber? Nah, it didn't work. I tried. Y'all heard me. I tried. I tried to speak it into existence. Ooh, maybe it only works with rehunts. No, no, no. It works with proofs sometimes. All right. Well on our way to 50. Nice. Nick Molnar is 24 subs away from 5K. That's awesome, man. I hope you get there soon. Remember how I talked about speaking things into existence? What do we have here? We got a flippin' Benji, y'all. William E knows how to get the boxes. We got a 51 Philly. Franklin $50 there. Look at that. Look at that. Freaking boom. Well, it's no barber. It's no barber. But if I was an honest man, I would say when I said barber, I was being greedy. I was thinking Benjamin Franklin $50. That gives me extra hope for that silver ender we saw. Oh, 83. We got to check that. All right. Well, not much to talk about in that roll, except this guy. Whoops. Except this guy. Nice. You know, it's not in the greatest shape, but it is still, I closed it. 28 and some change for one of these. You are already ahead, William E. Let's get into your rehunts. And we get to add a 90 to our year-to-date finds. Really low on the box count from having to miss some streams. But yeah, since last week we went up $7.30, something like that, since last week's stream on silver price. All right, let's look at these 2023s. See if we can find a DDO. Then we will take a celebratory sip of coffee. Oh, I'm excited. It is nice to find a 90. Oh, sip of coffee. Very volatile. Very volatile indeed, William E. So I like to give you guys a price on Sunday. That's the price on my screen. And then all of the coins are based on that value. I've already got a sheet done up for you, William E, for your mystery silver pack. So I mean, that is set in stone today. It could go down, it could go up, but we set a price today. Well, technically we set it Friday. Come on, DDO, we won't bite. None of it's gold. We bite gold. Gotta bite the gold. All right. Handful of 71s. And we'll get back to the rolls. Get back to searching for that silver. William E. Oh, we gotta update the board. We will update it after the. Whoops. Okay. After this coin. I didn't think so, but I realized I didn't check. All right, there we go. Nothing there. All right, let's update the board. Oh, we got a 90. Whoop, whoop. Not seeing anything exciting there, except, I don't know. We do have an NIFC. And I don't remember, did I flip those rolls already? I did. All right, not seeing anything there. So we're going to have an NIFC as well for the box. Slowly knocking down the stuff to get a fill the board. Hopefully we can get that. All right, no silver here. 72D's got the FG on the back. That was a 23 Philly. Hey, a 77 Denver. We'll hold on to that for the end of the box. We got the green marker, dude. Again. 11, 12. Was this some of that leftover Christmas silver? All right, roll number 12. Ah, nothing in that one silver-wise. I don't know. I'm finding a lot of 2023s, William E. You wanna stop and do a different box? I kid, of course. I know better. I don't have a different box. All right, here we go. Roll 13. Yeah, there we go. 74D, something to rehunt. That's not a 23. Starting to stack those up. Jeez. Roll 14. we go. All right. Goodness. All right. Wait a minute, didn't you have a Benji in your last box? Oh yeah, that's right. This one had the NIFC. No damage to that I noticed offhand. The 23. Oh, whoops. There we go. Man, usually don't see that many 71 Phillies, but there we go. Roll 15. Let's update the board with the NIFC since we opened that up. Will roll 15 give us the silver? And we gotta wait on the ender. Looks like we're gonna have to wait on something, not this roll. $72D has got the FG. There's a 72 Philly, 71 Denver, 73 Denver. The roll of the rehunts. A couple more 71s to look at. I'm gonna look at it anyways. Can't tell if there's a mint mark or not, but I figure it won't hurt. All right, here we go. Rehunt time. All right, we got a stack of 23s to do. What time is it? Almost noon here already. I didn't take my medicine. Can't forget that. I'm gonna do that when I finish these rehunts. I'm just forgetting everything this morning. Yeah, it had. Yeah, your first box this year did have 390s in it. It was a good box. Silver in a box is always a good box nowadays, especially since we hit a little dry spell without silver. What was that? 3 boxes? I mean, not awful. I've had much worse. I know people have had way worse than that. All right, that was it on the 23s. We got one of the 74s, two of the 73s. We'll try to look at those. And a few of the 72s. The rest are 71s after this. And then, yep. Negative on the 72s. I mean, he says he can vouch for that, talking about the long dry streak for silver and the halves boxes. Ooh. Come on, let's find something. 4 to go. You know what? I couldn't tell on that one, but I think it was safe to say it wasn't it. It wasn't it. All right. No DDOs on the rehunts. Let me get these 5 rolls out. This is getting harder and harder to grab from the same row. Yeah, I think the box with the 390s in it for you, William, wasn't that also like a busted box? Although I guess I shouldn't really say much about that or put much weight into that. There we go. Since they dropped so many dang boxes. All right, gotta take my medicine. Here's the one I'm pretty sure is silver. And there's the other end, so we'll keep that there. Ooh, that's the next roll we hunt. Yeah, a lot of new enders. Let me take my medicine real quick. All right. William E says he's going to hunt a friend. Oh, hunt with a friend. Has quarters and dimes today. Probably just has. He needs to learn. That hunt a friend. That's like, wait a minute. That can't be right. All right, here's the one. That's we're thinking silver on the end. All right. I don't know, guys. I don't know. What do you think? Think that's a 40? I think that's a 40. I think we got a 40. Oh no, I peeped the date. Peek the date. Oh yeah. Nice. You got a 90 and a 40 so far. 67. 67. I don't think my daughter heard me. We got a 67, so we got a 40% half. Whoop whoop. Totally not awful looking. Let's add that to the board. Oh, we need a proof and a miscellaneous now. Can it happen? We get a proof and a miscellaneous. That's a fill the board giveaway. That's an additional giveaway. And an additional prize in the EOS. And 72. All right, what else we got? What else does the box hold for us? There we go. Forever's Fine said it. T-Rep said it. But the one person from that age group that's present didn't say it. Nuh-uh. William E., how do you get the good boxes, bro? How do you get the good boxes? Look at that. I think we got another 40. Another 67. Another 67. Let's change that. Two of those. That's exciting. This is what? Yeah, this is one of the boxes that did not get picked last week. Oh, this could have been my box if I went to the banks earlier. No, it's all good. It's all good. I am happier finding it for this uh on the stream, honestly. All right, that does it for that roll. Hopefully, there's more excitement throughout the box, and it wasn't just limited to this little spot or just the left-hand side or anything like that. Wait, that's an 83, not a 93. And it's got that on there. Boo. 72 Denver has the FG. All right, next up, we got cardboard in the end. Ooh, 3 out of 10. All right, some more new ones. There's a 73. Another one. Couple more 23 Phillies. This already marks roll number 20 of the box right here. Roll 20. '74 Denver. 72's got the OFG back there. But there's another one, and same results. 2022. We don't got to look at that one. All right, rehunt time again. 38 likes. Rehunt time. It's like Nick Molnar had a good box of dimes. Awesome. That's good news. Come on, DDO. Let's find our first ever 2023. That would be exciting. About as exciting as finding the silver. Here we go. One last one. Nothing. That's all right. We got opportunities for 74s here. It's not going to be that one or that one or that one. Couple 73s. Nick still has half a box of those dimes to go. Good. Hopefully there's more finds in that half a box than there were in the first half. Checking out those 72s. Boom. Boom. And also nothing. All right, 71s and back to the rolls. Back to the exciting stuff. So this is just a lot of repetitive stuff right here. there could be a chance, but I don't think we got it. We don't got it, sir. We don't got it. It's one of them there minor variety ones. You know, if it was in pristine shape, I'd go ahead and flip that up and send it to you. It's not often you find those in great shape. Like, see, I think we got another one here. That's really hard to tell. Yeah, another of the minor variety one. Just not in great shape. And that's why it's a minor variety. They're pretty common. All right. Rolls 21 through 25. And, well, that one's going to be hard to tell, but nothing on the ends there. Oh, you can't see it. Ertz. Let's back up and do that again. These are the ends I flipped over to. The other ones we already saw, and I was like, that's kind of hard to tell. Probably not silver. All right, now we're going to get to it. This time's for real. Now that y'all can see it. Oh, yeah, y'all like that when you can see it. The likes went up. 10 to go to get to 50. 73. Couple 23s there. Another 73. Okay. 79. There we go. 72. Dang. Just by getting it all in this roll. Huh? Copper Out coins. 5-year stream anniversary. 3 Eastern. And then 645 Eastern. We got coin in a rounds. And nothing. I left that a little longer because I opened it in red chat for a second. Couple 71s. 23. 74. Now we got them all except the 77 out of this set. All right, here's the discolored ender. Nice, Lisa. That's awesome. Glad you had some good luck with that. That is awesome. 690s, 240s last week in your customer wrap tabs. Nothing in that roll silver wise. That was what the nicer edge was. That wasn't new. Just a bicentennial. All right. Come on, silver. We're almost at the halfway point. You're still excited. I bet you are. That is awesome. I'm excited for you. Alright, nothing to see here, guys. Time to just move on to the dates. And gals, there are gals here. That FG is there. Oop, missed the stack. do have another NIFC. This time it's going to be a 2006 Denver. You got your couple NIFCs. Got a 05 Philly and 06 Denver. Updating the board. Found more silver than NIFC so far. All right, silver. It's time to show up again. You got to keep making an appearance. Can't kick us off with 3 silvers and disappear. Well, it's going to try to. 88. No die rotation. 23, 23. Oh, wait, that one's a Denver. We don't want to look at that. Actually, I'm thinking about how I would feel if someone says that about me, so we're going to look at it. Look at it. I feel like 2023 was like the 1 year of the halves. The metal looked the same quality in both Philly and Denver. All right. Time for rehunts. But first, coffee. Oh, nice. That was your first Banji. Wow. Let's rephrase that to the correct phrasing. That was your first Benji, too. That's awesome. That is awesome. You never forget your first. Anything. Well, I won't say anything. If it's a positive experience, there you go. Also, extremely negative experiences. Okay. That's going to lead me down a rabbit hole I don't feel like going down. Positive vibes. It was 2023, sir. 2023 Philly. So we're looking for the DDO and Trust right now for you. I occasionally get a 2023 Denver, but it's mostly the Phillies when we get to 23s. We've yet to find one. I don't even think it was found and announced when I had gotten my one box of 2023s a couple years ago. So I did not check them for doubling. I just checked them for blank planchets, and there were none. Look at that machine damage there. Or not machine damage, post-mint damage. Goodness. Come on, words. Do your job. Here we go. 72s. Lisa, now that you're looking at halves, did you get yourself something to check for DDOs? Do you look for those? Oh, I just remembered my new shirt came in. I need to get the mail. All right, and we're down to 71s. Got more 72s that time around, I think. Or it was a tie. I don't know. I didn't count them. It was close. And lastly, now that's going to do it for the first half of the box. Halfway through, we got a 90, two 40s, two NIFCs. We're still on the hunt for that proof in the miscellaneous, but we'll take more silver if we can get it. All right, here we go. Here's what we saw when we opened the box. These were the ends facing the bottom of the box. We couldn't really see since the box was busted. The holes weren't aligned. Oh, it was a hot mess. But we're getting through them. All right, come on, second half of the box. Keep it alive. Let us keep it alive. I meant to swap my map placement, but I've already got too much going on to do that. Next time, next time. 72D. Has the FG on it. 71D. Yeah, I don't know if you use your computer. There's options to use that. There's standalone options that have their own screen. Then there's obviously the jeweler's loop, your cheapest option, but you should still have one anyways. It's just if you're going through a bunch, it is quite labor intensive in my opinion. I will eventually upgrade mine, but I'm good with it for now. Somebody scratched that all up. That's an 01 though. 23 Philly. All right. We need something to happen. It's been quiet. The rolls have been quiet. Yep, your reading will tell you if it's silver or no. It'll look silver on the edge. You said it looks silver on the edge. It's dirty. Oh, so it could be a proof silver. You can also weigh it if you've got a little scale. Um, and see if it weighs heavy. See if it weighs what a 90% silver half is supposed to weigh. And why can't I think of what that weight is? I'm struggling right now. Oh, here. You can also do the ping test. So you can do it with your, well, I can do that with a Morgan and Peace. Can't do it with this. It's not, unless you guess you have tiny fingers. Yeah, I can't do it with a $50. But what I'll do here, whoops, just try to make this so y'all can see it here. See, look at that, 12.6 grams, and it's circulated. And then I'll take a clad half, at 11.2, and then if I do a 40, 11.5. Now, there are acceptable and unacceptable differences in the weights, like it can be over or under a certain amount. Tolerances, there we go. Goodness. Uh, so that's why when you weigh a roll and it weighs about what a roll of clad would weigh, you might pull a 40 out of it. You could pull a very circulated 90. You know, a gram is not very much weight. But usually if you're a gram heavy, your gram heavy. It could also be the paper. It could be rolled twice, so your paper could be a little thicker. The paper itself is about a gram, typically. That's just when you're weighing your rolls. I don't know why I was trying to ping that. Silly me. Yeah, but yeah, you could ping it off a hard surface, then ping a clad one. Does it sound different? Go do science. Come back with answers. Well, let us know what you find out, Lisa. Okay. You know what? Some of us may be on the edge of our seats, but I am fully sat back in mine because that being on the edge of my seat would put me too close to the desk. And we can't have that. I'd be over here trying to do the halves. You can't really see my T-Rex arm impersonation, but yeah. It's really not sure why. It could have been in a roll for a bit. The paper could have toned it. It could have been in a book. That's probably more likely. That was in a book for a while, so your edges got toned um, just from being in the book, which that toning will happen with any metal. Man, these 1980s always get me. I'm like, is that a nice looking 40? No, it's not a nice looking 40. We do have a crusty 96 though. 2001. Yeah, do your science, Lisa. Ping it. And 73. No 74s in that set of 5 rolls. We've only got 177 in the box so far. I think they all went to tear-ups. You tried ping. I'll try and weigh it. Alright, here we go. Rehunt time. Rehunt time. I don't mind books for stuff that really doesn't have numismatic value over its melt value. Um, yeah, I'll just stick with that. I don't really own much of anything that should be in a slab. I mean, I don't care if my trime gets toned from being in a book. I mean, it takes ages for that to happen. Like my first ASC, it's toned because, well, most of its toning is ugly, but and that one had like the covers and everything for all the slots, but um, it had a pinhole in it, and it spread the black tarnish toning on it. It's okay. It's just an ASE, a 98 or something like that. Come on, DDO. And yeah, I've got silver with yellow toning. I got some rainbow tone silver, and was not rainbow toned like 2 or 3 decades ago. Takes a while to get there, but it's just from it sitting in the book and whatever was on the coin when I put it in there, got it all rainbowed up. It was a Barber dime, a Merc dime. I think those were the two that got all rainbow toned. And it's subtle. It's not an insane amount. Yeah, if it's not grade worthy, it's whatever. And for me, I don't know. ASCs is just on the obverse. It's just a bigger image of the Walking Liberty, which I love the design. I don't really care much for the design on the reverse, but it's an ounce of silver that I bought in '98, whatever the price was then. My first ounce of silver, and it's not. It's part of the deep stack. It's not going anywhere. It's my first. And it's like I may even take it out and dip it, get rid of that ugly toning. But what year am I looking at? 71. All right, that R is looking a little sus. I do have Dublin in the U. Let's see, I'm looking for that S and T to have it. So we got ourselves another one of those minor varieties. It's just that I was smushed. It's like our fourth or fifth one. First couple I didn't really call out because they had the ring of death. That one was smooshed. And this one is all kind of stuff happened to it. Try it again. All kind of stuff happened to it. Poor coin. Back you go. Next 5. 20 to go. Can we get more? Can we get more silver, please? Come on, box. All right. That's what we saw when we opened it up. All right. Nothing there. It's what's on the inside that counts. Come on. I would pull some of my stuff out that's got yellow toning, but I don't think uh it's not strong enough really to pick it up on camera. Get that yellowing. All right, no silver there. Bum, 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 bum. Dang, now we're getting the 73s. Because there's one on the end here. Don't even have a single 71D yet. Does your kitchen scale, oh, is it 12 grams? It doesn't have a decimal at the end, probably. Um, I would say it's probably silver. I don't know if your scale rounds up or down, or if it even can Oh my goodness. Look at all those new edges. That's not what we wanted out of a roll. Uh, right. Never clean your coins. They might be worth something in 100 years. Look, I know the big cheesy grin on there. They can be professionally restored. PCGS has a service for that. Um, you can also, it's one of those things, like if it's not been circulated and you do a proper job of it, you're not going to scratch it up, you're not going to alter the original surface. But something that's let's say a key date or something that's seen some circulation where it's got that patina on it. Um, cleaning that is going to be very obvious, even if you're not scratching the coin up, like something like this. If there was something rare about this coin and you cleaned it, it would be very obvious that there's circulation wear to it. You're not going to get rid of that. You're just going to clean up some of the toning, maybe some of the gunk there. But where it's really hard to get is there in the devices. It's just going to look off. If you're just dipping surface toning off and you do it right, it'll look alright. Like this stuff right here, I don't care how pristine it is as far as circulation wear. Like this one right here, there's a little bit of spotting going on. You see there's nothing in the edges of the devices. And if I wanted this absolutely pristine, this would get a little dip. And I mean, it still has the cartwheel right now. So I get a little dip, make it look good as new, unless you can't get your edge right. There we go. That's my take on that. Yeah, that was a nice 67 that we pulled out. That's one of those like, I mean, if I needed a decent 67, I found this in circulation, I would like, all right, yeah, dip, and that toning would for sure come off. It would probably have all of its original luster. I don't think we'd see any spots on the coin. I think it would improve the eye appeal of the coin. But But yeah, if you're not experienced or you got something valuable, um, some like hefty numismatic value to it, definitely don't recommend cleaning it. You know, that's the kind of stuff you send off to a grading service. And if it's got some, let's say, corrosion going on, you know, some of that environmental damage happening, I mean, you're already going to get a much lower price for it. But if it's truly rare, then that's one of those things that you know, you could try to get that restored. That way the corrosion stops and you save the coin's existence. But if you got two of them, what's one less coin then? Just makes your other one more valuable. Right? No, I agree, Fervid. At some point. At some point, the what's left won't be much. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be hard to tell. There we go. Oh, that's a filly. Let's not look at that anymore. A big old stack of 23s from that one roll. Come on. All right, nothing else to look at. Let's 43 likes, 7 to go. We get to 50. All right. We might be servants to robots by then. If it's easier than my job is now, wait a minute, that's in 100 years? Well, if I live to 140 and it's easier than my job is now, I will take it. All right. No silver in that roll. Hopefully the box is just on a break, you know, and it'll come back and bless us. I am curious what this guy is just because it looks like it's gotten some like black ink on it of some sort. It's a 72 Philly. We'll check it for the DDO. All right. It is rehunt time. Williamy says, I have AI working on it. I don't know if I could tolerate the human body for that long. Oh, I do enjoy some video games though, so I feel like I guess if I still felt like myself, Kind of like about the, sort of like the Matrix type deal. Probably wouldn't bother me at all. If I can't tell the difference, there's no difference. Our reality is what our brains perceive it to be. But I don't think we're anywhere close to accurately digitizing our minds. Also, part of that is the longer you hold a memory, the more it tends to change over time. Your brain's not like a computer or anything like that. It's like you might remember what something looked like, but if a picture was taken of that thing, it's probably going to be different than what you remember. Uh, that's one weird thing that's changing nowadays with all the online presence, photos, and social media and all that. Is your brain doesn't really need to remember certain things anymore. It just needs to remember how to access it externally. So it makes me wonder if these younger generations that are um, like my daughter's gen, like, are they gonna remember what stuff looked like from their childhood accurately, or are they just gonna be like, oh, let me go look at those pictures without thinking about it? I don't know. It's interesting. It's something we won't be able to compare to for years, and I'm sure studies are already being conducted. Sure they are. All right, 73s. Last of them, anyways. All right, now for the watercolor painting on the 72 Philly. That's what it reminded me of. Nothing there. A few more of these guys to look at. Let's go. Double, double. Toil and trouble. What do you mean? Do you want it, sir? It's got the ring of death, but it is the double, double. You can see the double serif in the bottom of the R, on the bottom of the T, and the bottom serif of the E there. The T is kind of hard to tell, but on the right serif, you can see it a little bit where that right at the edge of the ring of death. Fortunately, it's crossed the S, and I can't see it there, but you've got yourself a, it's going to count anyways. We got a miscellaneous for the board. First DDO in a while. We'll get through the rest of these 72s and 71s. We'll update the board with the miscellaneous. All right, perfect. I'll send it to you. Unfortunately, ring of death. But I guess for your purposes, that's kind of a fortunate thing. You can learn to look at different die markers. If something has been scraped away from the coin. I like it. A numismatist in training. So we'll be getting that to you, good sir. If you'd like, I can scar it up some extra and make it really hard to tell. I'm teasing. I don't think I could bring myself to do that. All right, let's add that miscellaneous. If we can find a proof in the next 15 rolls, we'll have it fill the board. All right, here they are. The Tom loves. Yeah, they're all good from what I hear. That's probably what I'm going with next. I've just already jerry rigged this pluggable. Um, I just don't really need to replace it yet. I don't think so. That doesn't look silver. Thought it did when it was like dead on. Did we look at? You know what? They're all flipped. We've seen it all. What we want is to see what's inside. Man, you're up to 6 finds. 2, 4, 6. Yep, in your box. Pretty good. All right, 71D. Let's slide that back a bit. 88. Not rotated die. 23 Denver. 72. And 74. And another 72. All right, here we go. Yeah, they seem to be fairly straightforward, easy to use. Come on. Let's get something else. I know the box was quiet for a while. We did just get a DDO. I'm excited about that. But man, we started off on that silver and it ain't over yet. It's just the box has been so quiet. I do like when the finds, I mean, if there's not going to be a lot, I like when they're spread out, not all at once. '72 Denver, nope. Another one, also nope. Plenty of these 23 Phillies to look at though. Couple of 71s. Man. Ah. Just gonna look at this real quick under the scope. Just, it's nothing to actually look for. It's just piqued my curiosity. Yeah, just die scratches and a pattern that made it look funky from far away. So when they polished the die, they actually put these abrasions on it, these inclusions on the die itself, and then when that strikes the coin, they appear as small microscopic raised surfaces, but when there's a lot, um, the lines can make some interesting patterns, and I like to check them out from time to time. I love a nice example of a coin with die polishing lines. You get it's a little more unique. Gives it that feeling, anyways. Got some hope on the 71. How long was the other coin sitting on top of this? I'm gonna go ahead and throw it under the scope. As you can see, the reeded edge, and then the rest of this was sticking out for a while. Okay, I had hope, but there's no doubling there. That's just interesting. Whatever got on the coin, most of it was protected by another $half sitting on top of it. That's cool. I'll go ahead and toss that one aside. We already looked at it. All right, next roll. All right, 6 likes to go for 50. That rim's got some dents in it. That one there. Not too bad off, so it will go back into circulation. I didn't even look at, nope, no mint mark. All right. Racking up the 71s now. And then lastly, the 173D from those 5 rolls. We got 10 in the box. 10 rolls left in the box. Yeah, unless you got like already have a computer and you can plug it up to your computer, and that's already going to be a much bigger screen than what they have in the come with the scopes. Those 7-inch screens aren't too bad though. And stuff like that, they've got magnifiers that like you can hang over a tablet that would work for stuff like that. So you might have to get a little creative. But the stand that the cheap stand that comes with the pluggable microscope, it wasn't great for me. I couldn't keep it stuck to a surface, so I just ran the thing through a box of nickels. And so I have an empty nickel box. There we go. And that's what holds it up. But it's a little less functional than I would have liked, but I did not pay a lot for it. So for the price, I am very happy with it. Oh no, she all right, AG? Or was it a trip breaker or was it the cost? That stuff's getting expensive. Couple of 74s and nothing. One lone 73, which is exactly how many I've actually found with the DDO. One. Welcome back, sir, and no need to apologize for taking care of family. You didn't miss much. You missed the DDO. And maybe the other NIFC. I'm not sure if you were here for that one or not. But now that you're back, the silver can show back up too. See? Here we go. Alright, 71's. Got a bunch of these. Come on, silver. Let's go. No, we're not going to find it in these. Guess I should be rooting for the DDOs. Excuse me. Is there even a mint mark? Yeah. Alright. My thumb must have been on it. Started to slide it up there, and I'm like, I don't see a mint mark. What am I doing with a filly there? She's a smart girl, but sometimes doesn't pay 100% attention when doing something. Yeah. Yeah, that's how my daughter is. But you know what? Sometimes that's how I am. Well, 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 that ain't it. Next. Oh. Excuse me. Handful more. Next. Got two more. All right, here we go. We're going to get into the. All right, good luck, sir. Good luck, AG. We're going to get into the next 5 rolls, leaving us with 5 in the box. There we go. That's what we saw when we opened the box. And this is what is hidden away. Nothing exciting hidden away on the outside. But speaking of not paying attention to what you're doing, boom. That's pretty minor. It's reaching down to put something on a shelf at work, and there was a stack of very sharp pieces of metal sticking out, and I just whoosh, sliced my arm right across it, putting that down there. All right, 71 and a 72. 23. Kicking off a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Hopefully some silver to make your wallet fat. There we go. 88. And no die rotation. Darn it. All right, next. Want to see multiple in a row, like more than 3? Oh, that's a great feeling. I've seen that in customer wrap rolls, not necessarily. I don't think I've had more than 3 in a bank wrap roll, but customer wraps, yeah. And I almost never see 90s in the customer wraps. It's usually 40s. Just taking it easy with these. I could go quicker, but what's the hurry? So we got 96. There's a 73. That's it from that one. We're only 6 likes away from 50 likes giveaway and add a prize to the EOS. Wait, did we add a prize for 25 likes? We didn't add a prize for 25 likes, did we? No, we did not. We need to do that. Alright, we'll do that in a little bit. Oh, dang. Getting down to the wire, silver. 72D. Mm-hmm. 72D. Darn. Another 72D. Man, dang it. There we go. 6 to go. 6. 5 likes to go. There we go. 5 to go. Gets us to our 50 likes giveaway. And that's just a dirty half. Oops, 74. We'll definitely peep that out here shortly. Another one. Ooh, 72D. Oh, it's got the FG back there. All right. Oh, but y'all are showing 46 on your end, which means that should update on mine soon. And nothing in that roll silver-wise. No die rotation there. We're there. A lot of rehunts all of a sudden. Oh, whoop. Almost missed that 72. Alright, here's the rehunts this time around. But if I can get a number in chat between 1 and 10, we're going to add to the EOS. Because I forgot to do that for the 25 likes. Yeah, we got silver today, Copper Coins. Welcome in and good to see you, sir. And happy stream anniversary. Alright, we're going to do 3 shuffles. Because we forgot to add a prize to the EOS when we did the 25 likes. We're going to do that now. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Wheel of Buffalo Nickel and 1, 2, 3. And a 40s nickel. Alright, let's see what we're going to add real quick. And I've been doing top of tube today, so that's what we're going to keep doing. Top of the tube. 40s nickel. Top of the tube. Buffalo nickel. Alright, Buffalo nickel going into the EOS. It's going to be a 36 Denver. I'll write that down. And then the 40s, Jefferson nickel. Ah, it's a 40 Philly. I was like, I know there's some semi-key dates in there. Not many, but there's some in there. I've got this. I'm going to figure that out first. All right. So we get that added to the EOS. We get 50 likes. We'll add another prize. Look, we've already got 4 nickels. Buffalo, 1940 Philly, a Liberty nickel, and a War pickle. Look at all those nickels. We'll be able to add another prize to the EOS in 5 more likes. Vincent C, welcome in. Yeah. We got we're almost done with the box. We're gonna do rehunts, and then we got 5 rolls left in the box. And I only had the 1 box. So I've got 15 rolls left in my box from like 2 weeks ago. And then we've got, yeah, we got a Benji. We got 2 40s from 67. We got 2 NIFCs, 05 and 6. And we got a 1972 Philly FS 101 DDO with the Ring of Death. And that's what we're looking at now. We're going to do these rehunts, getting a lot of 23 Phillies in this box. But yeah, we're at 46 likes now. Just 4 to go. 4 to go. We'll do a 50 likes giveaway. We'll do a another prize on the EOS. That means we get another name in the end of month giveaway. We're going to run that end of month giveaway next weekend, Sunday, March the 1st. I think I have my date right there. At that point, we'll do last man standing on the wheel. Thank you. 74 deeds for that confirmation. I was like, I looked earlier, but that was a couple hours ago. A little more than that. I was focusing so much on future things that I forgot to get OBS set up. I forgot to make my cup of coffee, even though it was already brewed. Um, I forgot to close my door. I forgot my coffee. Not the brew. I forgot where I set it down. That's just, I don't know. My mind was all over the place this morning. It's been a fun one. All right, that was all those 23s. Goodness, not a single DDO. Couple of the 74s. That's one of the 73s. And then we've got just as many 72s as we do 71s, and combine that, that's about as many of the 23s as we had, just in 5 rolls. Boom. So make sure you guys are heading over to Copper Alcoins. Help congratulate him on his 5th year of his 5th anniversary of streaming. It's his 5-year stream anniversary. We got him happening at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's in 2 hours, and I will definitely be done with the stream before then. So there will be a pause today because we just had the one box. I'm going to go ahead and hunt my 15 rolls live. The ones that I got left, I meant to look over here first. There we go. And then I got a roll of quarters that I need to look through before I stick them in the laundry machines. It is a customer wrapped roll of quarters. So, on one hand, I hope it's filled with silver. On the other hand, I hope there's at least enough clad to do my laundry. uh, Alright. Last 2 of these, and we'll get into the last 5 rolls. We'll do this again. Hopefully get a 50 likes giveaway out. Add to the EOS. We'll still run that EOS at the actual end of stream. Alright, here it is. The last 5 rolls from William E's box. It started off hot and then fizzled out. Can it make a comeback? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we even had one of those 40s was an ender. It was great. Reverse facing. And one of the NIFCs was a ender. Obverse facing. And neither of them got the ring of death. But no, the 72 Philly DDO in the middle of a roll had the ring of death from when it was an ender in the past. Alright. No silver in that roll. 4 to go. 71. And just 177D so far in the box. 72D, not the no FG. 72 Philly. And a 73 Denver. Alright, here we go. Hey there, Otis and Fleabag. Welcome in, you two. 47 likes. 3 to go. We're almost there. We're so close. Come on, box. 23. Well, I guess I can't yell at the box anymore. It doesn't even have the rolls in it. Come on, rolls. 23 Philly and a Denver right next to each other. And a 23 Philly ender. Alright, here we go. 3 rolls left, including the one in my hand. Well, take that. I just knocked over the 71s. Show them who's boss. Ooh, a lot of shiny edges. Not the type of shiny we like to see. 88s. Nope. That die is not rotated. I could also say that die is rotated 0 degrees. I think both would be true statements. 23 Denver. Couple Phillies. So we're going to have another stack of those to hit. All right. Last two rolls. This guy and then the one behind him. We got 3 likes to go. Wow. Hmm. I think I could do that. No. Yes, it's supposed to have the FG there, but we don't want to find it there. Can we get a proof, Benji, that Benny's been asking about? Can we get that? Because then that would, I'll count it as a proof. For fill the board. But for year to date, I'll count it as a 90. All right, here we go. 2 likes to go, and we're on the last roll for William E's box. Oh, William E, I'm so sorry. Oh, what a horrible, 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 horrible box. We barely found any silver. Oh, that was awesome. All right, we'll finish that roll off. We got 2 40s and a 90. I was trying to get the focus on the edges. Was not wanting to do that, so that's all right. All right, a couple 71s there. Then I still gotta work on that answer. Can't happen today. Ugh. All right, that's gonna do it for the box. Other than the rehunts. So let's get through those. Hopefully we got something to add, but no proofs. Man, we were a proof away from a fill the board. So close, yet so far. Yeah, no proof. We're almost there. That's the closest we've gotten in a little bit. One day somebody's gotta dump that all at the bank. Box full of barbers. I did pick up a barber half for a silver mystery pack. I don't know whose it's gonna go in, but usually, you know, it's the Walkers and the Kennedys and the Benjis. And I did pick up a 1893 Columbian Expedition commemorative half. So that could be a possibility going in there too. Last time I picked those up, it was the 92s that I picked up. But yeah, they had like 14 dimes. That's all they had left. So I bought 14 dimes. Alright, nothing on the 73. Let's put that away so I don't look at it again. Alright, 72s. Another 72. Nope. And the last one. All right, and we'll look at your 77 last, the sole 77 of the box, or 77 Denver, rather. Ooh, ooh, one more like. One more like, and we get to do a giveaway. A giveaway. One more like, and we get to do a giveaway. Add to the EOS. All right, I'm done. uh, I said I was done because the next thing I thought of would really be up to the will, and I really don't want to contradict it or vice versa. Go. All right, that does it for the 71s. Final coin, 77 Denver, one in the box. And not the DDO. All right, that is our final count. Right there, scrolling across the screen. We got a 72 Philly, Ring of Death riddled obverse of a DDO. I almost feel like I can see it better without it full screen. We got two 40% half dollars, 1967. We got a 90% half dollar. This is a Benji from 51, minute in Philly. The Liberty Bell is also located in Philadelphia. But they did also mint those coins in Denver with the Liberty Bell. And then you got your '06 Denver and '05 Philly in IFCs. Decent shape on both of them. Like those are keepers in my opinion. But William E, that is ultimately up to you. Do you want to bank those? Do you want me to send them to you? Do you want me to throw them at a stranger outside? No, I would never do that. 51 likes. Nice. Well, you guys know what that means. I'm going to set up a 50 likes giveaway. William E says, bank them. All right, let's do that. Let me set up a 50 likes giveaway real quick. Boom, boom, boom. All right, here we go. So you're going to type it in the chat just like that. It could be uppercase or lowercase. That doesn't matter, but that space between 50 and likes is what's important. And it's not going yet, y'all. Boom. But it did pick those up, starting with Cammy, Cat and Vic, T-Rep, and Vincent C. So those four came in before I hit go. It picked those up. I think it's like a minute or something. Like if you put it in a minute or more earlier, it won't pick it up. I've noticed that. But it is picking up entries. We got 17 so far. We're going to keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is. I'm going to get an envelope and an envelope. All right. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to open up this other package. It's got pink, white, and that other color. Lisa, what's that other color? You still with us, Lisa D? You still here? I think you might know what the other color is. All right. A little trash. But in case you don't, that's what the other color was. Getting that set up for William E. Those white ones I like to particularly use for inside of the colored ones. The color ones kind of hides what's in there. White, you can use light to see through it. There we go. Purple, pink, white, red, light green, green, orange, and yellow. Those are my big ones. That's what I got left. Alright, little envelopes. Let's use lavender. I'll do a 50 likes. It's been a little bit since we've been able to do that. Just a little bit, not a lot of bit. Doing that giveaway. Two, two, two. I'm gonna get William E's envelope together, at least slide the keepers in there. He's banking the NIFCs. There we go. Go ahead and slide these in there. All right. I'm gonna write. So what you got there was a 53 Benji, 67 Kennedy times 2, and a 72 FS 101 GDO. There we go. That takes care of that. 50 likes rolling with 22 entries. It says I got 30 people here, so we're going to give people time, a little bit more time to get in on the 50 likes giveaway. Um, It's like I want to go wash my hands, but then I got 15 more rolls to hunt. Let's take a break from halves. Let's do the quarters. Let's do that while we wait. Give that a little bit. I'm going to do one. I'm going to do the whole roll. Two, three. So it's not full of silver. I doubt there's any in there, but there we go. That's what we're going to look at. $4 worth of quarters. I'm actually going to bring us in a little closer. And you guys can look at what I'm looking at, and then also I don't have to bring it to my face or look down at it. That post mint damage. I like to check the reverse on a lot of the eagle backs to look for that, look for die cracks and things of the like. This is something that will go under the scope if it's Philly minted. It's Denver minted, so I will not look at it closer. Could have been a W, but it wasn't. 90s, I typically don't find a whole lot in the 90s with cracks, chips, and the like. Nothing to look for that I find worth it. On the South Carolina quarter, we move on. We got a 78 Philly. And everything looks good with that one. We got another Denver minted quarter here. Maria Tall Chief, nothing to look for there. Now, if this is Philly minted, we got a DDR we can look for, although you should be able to see it with the naked eye, or I should be able to anyways. And I think there are some minor DDOs we can look for. We can look for doubling and then God we trust, the date, the nose, the eye. And then back here, the DDR is the hair. We'll go ahead and throw that under the scope. Look for die chips by the metal. And in the words since, they often appear. You can also, like, anywhere your devices are real close, like the space between your devices is like real close, like it's harder for the die to maintain the integrity of the strike throughout its lifespan, so more likely to get chips and stuff like that around those areas. Another Denver mint. I got an 85. Nothing there. Followed up with an 85 from Philly. And I'm not seeing anything there. But this is how my quarter hunts go. New Mexico, Philly minted. We'll get this under the scope. We're going to look for some minor varieties, doubling in those lines there. So you'll see like a little extra metal poking up on like the insides. And I'm not seeing any, so I shall move on. Oh, $1 worth of quarters to go. We got a Philly minted. I did not look at the obverse on that coin. Where's it at? Oh, the Mary Edwards. Ozark Riverways. 2017 Philly. Nothing to look at there. We got a Denver minted Missouri. Nope. Last Eagleback we'll be looking at today is this one here. 83 Philly. Not that great. They didn't issue these in mint sets. And then lastly, we got another Denver mint. Looks like it's going to be a 23 Maria Tall Chief. Welcome back, AG. Hope everything's still going all right. Yeah, I like quarters. I like the variety in it, but it could be a bit tedious with everything I'm looking for. Wait, I already looked at that side. We wanted to look at this side for doubling in. God, ear, eye is a commonplace. The nose has a tiny little chip on it. It's so small. I'm not gonna bother. What's it in the date? Nothing there. I don't know if there's any recorded from the Mary Edwards quarter, but I know a lot of the women's quarters were found with the obverse, different doubling on the obverse in some of the same spots. Leads me to believe, oh no, I just dumped my quarters into the halves. It leads me to believe that, when they're minting those, some of those obverse dies get reused with the different reverse on occasion. Why make a whole new same die? I mean, granted, you want the strike on both sides of the coin to be about equal. So, that's just an opinion. All right, how many did I pull out? Looking for $4 here. 1, 2, 3. Whoops, that was not 3. 1, 2. We're gonna do 25 likes as soon as I find that quarter. Oh, I can't believe I did that. And I didn't know at the moment they left my hand. I knew at the moment I heard them hit, and it didn't sound like halves. I'm not seeing it. I don't want to disturb them because it's got to be sitting on top. Okay, it doesn't have to be sitting on top. Found it. It's sitting on the edge. There we go. Crisis averted. Back to the regularly scheduled program. That was not how I intended to hunt quarters today. You need to make a trip to your daughter's place to figure out what she did. It will be easier. Oh, goodness. AG, I wish you the best, sir. I hope it's an easy fix. But it looks like I think we're gonna got it all we're gonna get into our 50 likes giveaways. 25 entries. 32 here. Alright, good luck everybody. We're gonna go pick a winner for 50 likes. We're going to add to the EOS again. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Joseph Wells, congratulations. I don't think you've won anything here before. So all you got to do is say here, tell me how many shuffles. Oh, you did that part already. And then how many shuffles, souffles, how many shuffles you'd like on the prize wheel. 4 shuffles, and that's what we're going to do for you. 4 shuffles, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good luck. All right. What's it going to be? What are we going to add? You get a war pickle, and you get 4 shuffles on the bonus wheel. 1, 2, 3, 4. And another Liberty nickel today. Nice, nice. Got you some silver and an older nickel. And we'll start with the Liberty nickel. All right. And that, sir, is going to be. Why has my lighting changed? There we go. 1904. Not in the best shape, but still, that is a 122-year-old coin. 1904. And I'll write on that here in a minute because we owe you 1 war pickle. War pickle. All right. War pickle idea I came up with. I'm still doing the top of the tube today. We may pull from a random spot later. Looks like you're going to get one with a lamination error, sir. It was minute in Philly. Man, look at that lamination error. So, ooh, yeah, you can feel that. That's the layers of metal coming across, coming apart during the strike. All right, let's flip that over. What year do we got? A 44 Philly with a lamination error. That's fun. And I think that's the first lamination error war pickle we've given away. 44 Philly. The thing about this nickel is it's used.
Hey, how about the pickle? It's used.
Ah, I wasn't ready. All right, get your nickels in there. Boom, boom. Congrats again. Let's get your name on the end of month giveaway wheel. Boom, boom. And we're going to save it. There we go. Good to go. Got you all set, sir. And then where am I at? If you need to claim the email, it's Coining Around just missed it. Hey, Coining Around, welcome in. Just did our 50 likes giveaway, and I know you like it, so I'm going to pull it back out. Joseph Wells just won a War Pickle and a Liberty Nickel. Now here's the thing. Put that back. Now, if you look closely, you can't see what I'm talking about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this coin over, and then you won't have to look that closely. Lamination error. Boom, boom. Look at that. I know you like those. So Joseph Wells is now the proud owner of a 44 Philly minted War Pickle with lamination error. Oh, and William E., he had a couple of 67s today. I know that's not your year, but I like saying it. Nice. Copper Alcoins is all he's back from the trip to the store. There he goes. Forever Smiles with the 6-7. Surprised my daughter hasn't heard me saying it. Whoops. All right. I got 15 more rolls of halves to hunt from my box like 2 weeks ago. I'm going to get through it. Be right back. I'm going to go grab those rolls. All right, I am back. So this won't count as stream finds. We won't put it down at the bottom. We won't put it down up at the top. And then to make sure I don't do that, I'm going to go ahead and fix this. So boxes. William E's was box number 8. Miscellaneous. We did get that 72p DDO. Bringing us up to 6. We got 2 NIFCs. And then we got 2 40s. And a 90. I think we've got as many Benjis as Kennedys, if I'm not mistaken. 11 silvers and 8 boxes. And considering I think 3 of those boxes were silverless, not bad, not bad at all. All right, thank you, sir. I'm gonna need it. I think, let's see, this box had, that's what I've got so far, a NIFC, a proof, and 577Ds so far. That's all this box has had. All right. I think I've hunted some of this box live, some not live. I don't know. But I'm going to get through the rest of these 15 rolls. We do need to add to the EOS. So I'm going to do that here in just a second. So I'm going to do these 5 rolls, add a prize to the EOS, and then I'm going to start rolling the giveaway. You guys can start getting in on that here shortly. A long entry time. That's okay. Hopefully you can all stick around to claim the prize. The prize is, let's get that going. Alright, before I get it going, if I get a number of shuffles in chat between 1 and 10, we're going to add the final, I think that's going to be the final prize to the EOS. Well, not the final prize, the winner gets to add shuffles. Alright, I knew you was going to type 2 going around, but 74 Deeds beat you in with a 6, and then Fervid doubled down with another 6, but we got 3 threes. I'm still going with the first number, which I got is 6 from 74 Deeds. There it is right there. Oh, wait, you can't see. There it is right there, first one. Or if I go here. Woo! Infiniteness. All right, let's go over here. 6 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spin. And is it going to be more nickels? It is! We got the war pickle, or we got a war pickle. We just did everything with that, so I'm gonna skip it. War pickle! Exclamation point! All right, let's add that war pickle. See, I'm making a green envelope, and it gets war pickles. And we've been doing it from the top today. Oh, I'm gonna need war pickles next trip. I got 5 left. Yeah, my next trip will be a little bit cheaper. Not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, we gotta have a Philly minted war pickle from 1943. Boom. There's 2 war pickles in the EOS, 1911 V nickel, and a 1940 Philly nickel, and a 1936 Buffalo nickel. So whoever wins this, you better pick right, so we get another nickel in there. Kidding, sort of. All right, here we go. Back into the no, not back into the rolls. I gotta get the EOS giveaway going, and then we'll do that. All right, so all you gotta do is type EOS in the chat, just like that. It could be lowercase too, but I'm gonna make sure that's picking you guys up. Get into this roll. Go ahead and type that in the chat to get you entered to win the end of stream giveaway. There we go. It is picking up. We got Furbus Finds, got Crummy, Fleabag, Yenny, Captain Vic, JC Likes Pam, Cammy King, KJ in Ohio, welcome in and hello. AG, Iowa Vet and Fire, Lisa D, New Marshall in town. Hey, what's up? Maple Leaf Numismatics, Muscle Shell, KCB, Joseph Wells, SkyQuest 2K8, Michael Rose, Mark Spofford. Reading the names off as they come in. We got 18 left. Or 18 entries. 18 left. What am I doing? What words am I even using? FG is present. Couple of 71s. That make that a few. It is 222 day, and I did start off talking about that. I'm sure Coin Around is excited about that. He'll be on later at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time, but he's all the way out on the West Coast. Then prior to that, you're gonna have Copper Altcoins, 5-year stream anniversary, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Got less than an hour and a half. Let's make sure we get over there and congratulate him on doing that for 5 years. Takes a lot of work, a lot of time, and a lot of luck. And that luck coming from finds in the box. And a lot of good people in the community. There we go. Ooh, we're going to scope that one. It is there. All right, I'll look at that 71D later, but goodness, it's not the prettiest one in the bunch, that's for sure. Another 72D, but it's got the FG on it. And for those of you wondering, where's the rest of the boxes? They're still in the vault at the bank. Teller had to go home early, and in her hurry, she left with the vault keys. Wasn't able to do a turnover and all that stuff, so understandable. It's no big deal. They were super apologetic. I'm like, nah, don't worry about it. Like, we got to take care of ourselves before we can take care of others, and that's clearly what she needed to do. I don't know what happened, but just that she had to leave early in a hurry. We'll see her Thursday. Make sure all is well. There we go. And not last roll. What am I talking about? I still got 10 rolls left. We're going to do the EOS after I finish the 10th roll. There we go. What am I doing? Getting distracted. That's what I'm doing. Nothing. Hopefully they come in. If they don't, we'll at least have the 2 boxes that were already there. But yeah, when I came in, they were like, yeah, we were talking about you too. Like, oh, I haven't seen them yet. Hope everything's okay and all that. It's just got there later than normal. I think it's about time I bring them some food. All right. Just like I do on your boxes, gonna do the rehunts here. Start with the 74s. That ain't it. That's just damage to the 4. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. I'll eventually find another one. I keep telling myself. Still gonna find the elusive 77 and the 23. Boom, 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 boom. That ain't it. Thought it was. Oh. And the 71s are next. 24 entries so far on the EOS giveaway. Filled with nickels. 2 of them pickles. War pickles, that is. Over here, nothing. Chew, welcome in. Good to see you, sir. Hope everything is going all right for you. Oh, oh, oh. Nothing. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Excuse me. I'll keep clearing my throat. Come on. All right. We got 10 rolls left. Nope. All right, here we go. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but these are the ends you saw and the ones you didn't. Unless you weren't here, then you never seen any of the ends. I think I opened the box live. So I'm not sure, but I think I may have flipped all the rolls over. I don't recall. We may have already seen everything there was to see. Oh, we got purple. Oh, a red S on a 73D. We didn't get to check that side. There we go. And another 77D. Oh yeah, I gotta remember to pull those out. No, not like that. 2, 3, 4. Just knocked it all down. Oh, what happened? No, we're not doing a whatever I did. Alright. It's like, oh yeah, I gotta get those 77Ds out so I can stack on top of them and check them at the end. Bill Snodgrass Adventures, welcome in. Good to see you. Long time no see. And I just realized I'm on the wrong window. I'm just looking at giveaway. 34 here. 26 entries. So feel free to enter that giveaway. We'll be doing that when I finish these rolls. Well, 3 hunts. 72D, not an OFG. 83, not an OFG. I think before I draw the winner for the EOS, I am gonna go wash my hands because I'll be done hunting. Definitely time to clean up the dirty hands. They're not that bad. I've had some pretty dirty boxes. Oop. Hmm. I like the way that 74D looks. Hopefully it's a DDO. Next. Nope, not next. What am I talking about? Yes, next roll. Got 6 rolls left after this one. All right, here we go. Come on. Well, me, I think your box stole the silver from my box. That was a fun box. I wish we got more in it, but that's always the wish, isn't it? That was a fun box, man. Glad I got to share that with you all. Lots of 72s here. There's a 72D. FG is present. All right, rehunt time, then 5 rolls to go. And then we'll wrap up the stream with the end of stream giveaway. Before I throw this 74 under there, this has book toning to it. It's got like that bluish purple around the outside. I won't throw this in the bin just yet. Not the DDO, but there's slide marks and stuff like that. There's little scratches and things. It's got some circulation on it. Definitely minor, low mint state. Probably no better than a 62. I don't know. I'm starting to think it might just get like a, yeah. Here, let's come away from the scope so I can show what I'm talking about if the camera picks it up. There we go. At a distance, it picks it up a little bit better. But yeah, it's got that bluish purple toning around the edge. Pretty. Swing, swing. All right. Not a fine, but it's nice to look at them like that. All right, back to the rehunts. There we go. Yeah, it is pretty. I might. What? I clicked the wrong button. I was like, why can't I see? I'm blind. I'm blind. Oh, wait. No. My eyes were just closed. Finally did it. I dropped a $50 and it hit my coffee mug. Didn't go in, though. Whew, that was close. Yeah, I'm going to do 71s before I do the 72s just because way more 72s. Alright, we got an ugly one. Okay. Dang. Alright, stack of 72s to go through here. Hoping to buy Find something for the channel with these. Preferably not one of these ugly ones. But I'll take what I get. Copper Coin says dibs on the coffeeed up half. There's coffeeed up halves out there. At least $200 worth. Um, I spilled Starbucks. Didn't realize it, and it was just in my floorboard, getting soaked up on the $half. And I didn't realize it till I got to the bank, and by the like it happened in the morning. By the time I got to the bank, it was like the afternoon. So it was all already dried up and everything. And I looked at it, I'm like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go like wash these off and rewrap them. No, 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 that's fine. We'll take them like that. It's okay. It's okay. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So out there somewhere, yeah, there's some coffeeed up coins. Who knows? You may have already hunted some of them, Copperell. Probably not, but I have seen your KCs make it out here on occasion. Rare occasion. Not as many as you guys find. Speaking of KC, have you ever found the KC coins on the West Coast going around? They make it all the way out there? All right, nothing there. We got 5 rolls to go and 77s to check. Oh, last 5 rolls for my like 2 or 3 week old box. See, look, there's some coffee coming back to me now. Probably not, but yeah, I didn't realize it had like soaked up into the paper until I was like pulling the rolls out to give them to her. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Ah, she doesn't work there anymore. I just realized that. This friend of mine's uh, sister that was working there. I don't know if she went to a different branch or what. There we go. 72. What was that? Nothing. That was nothing. 71D. Ooh, 88. Not die rotated though. All right, we still got the EOS giveaway going on. 38 here, 27 entered. If you didn't enter the giveaway yet, how you do that? You just type EOS in the chat. That'll get you entered. If you need an example, you can scroll up or right there where Joseph Wells just popped that in. Just like that. That'll get you entered for the giveaway. You get Ma coins in California? All right. I didn't know if the KC thing was like a coast to coast or what. $72D. It's got the FG. It's also got die polish lines. See, die polish lines. They're kind of minor. They stood out more down here. Those are all die polish lines. All those lines you see in that coin. There we go. 73D. We'll scoop that out here in a bit. Go. Got KJ in Ohio in. KCB already got in. Captain Big. Bill Snodgrass. Pinchers. 2 rolls to go after this. Man, 72. Oh, 88. Not die rotated. Not the no FG. Come on. Oh, we only got one roll left to give us silver. Another 77D. Yeah, see what happened? See what happened there? Look at that. I got another one of these in here. Why? What's the point? 71D. Like, now that makes the coin sharp. You can cut yourself on it. At least with the marker, you can't cut yourself on the ink. And if you do, I applaud you. Congratulations. You've achieved the unachievable. Alright, last roll of my 3-week-old box. Or two. I don't remember how long ago this got picked for me to hunt. Alright. Year to date total last year. I don't have recollection on that, if I'm being 100% honest. What's crazy is I was just thinking about how I need to go back and get that down, because that was my first year streaming. So I have a comparison for the end of this year. Um, but if somebody wants to pull that up, it is my New Year's Eve, my Ender year celebration stream. Uh, and that's it. All right, my Ender year celebration stream. Um, whatever the numbers are at the end of that stream. A lot of proofs. Had a lot of a lot of NIFCs. We had a crazy run there at the end of the year. All right, here we go. Rehunt time. Just 73, 72s, and 71s, and then we'll finish it off with those 77s. Oh, no problem. No, I'm curious too. But no, I was just kind of thinking about that um, when I was updating the year to date to include today's stream. Which what I'm hunting right now is personal box, so I'm not including that in the hunt. Just didn't have access to the boxes Friday. They'll still be there when I go back next week, so there'll be 4 boxes waiting on me. Will I be able to pick up all 4 boxes? I don't know. No idea. Well, I should be able to as long as I've got everything that I have here back to the bank. Then I should be able to do that. All right, and we got 71s left. And apparently I thought a 72D was a 77D. It is not the NoFG. Whoops. Good job, Brain. Way to go. You confused a 7 with a 2. Way to go, Brain. Kentucky Fried, where you at? I'm in Kentucky. Also, welcome. And I don't know if you've figured it out yet, but we got people getting in on a giveaway right now. Let's type EOS into chat. That gets you entered. I finish looking at the 77s. We're going to do a little giveaway. And then that winner will get added to the end of month wheel, which we'll spin next week on Sunday to figure out who that winner is going to be. Excuse me. Oh, Derby City. Me too, sir. Me too. Or ma'am. I'm assuming sir because that looks like a man in a suit there. Me too. Me too. So we're both in the same city here. All right. That looked like that might be the minor one, but we got damage all over. Uh-oh. Competition. Hopefully I'm not dumping my halves at your bank if you hunt. But nice. We got a neighbor in the channel. Neighbor in the channel. All right, we got 5 of the 71s left. And I'll get into those 77s. We'll see if we can get us a winner picked. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You want to see that little clip? Head on over to Coining Around at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time. He's got a lot of funny clips he'll play. People have favorites. We got Lisa D in here. She'll probably be there. And when she pops in, we'll see that clip. What are you thinking about? Love that one. All right, that's it. No DDOs on those. So let me look at the 677Ds that I got. So not even I could break the T-Rep record. But can I get the DDO for the first time? Can I do it? All right. Let's see. 3 left. Kind of reading chat a little too much. Dan McHugh, welcome in. Welcome, sir. We're just about to end the stream. I've got one more coin to put under the scope here. We're hoping to find a DDO, and we did not. But welcome to the stream. All right, so my personal box that took me too long to hunt, we got an NIFC and a proof. And a pretty 74D. Which, I don't know. It's in decent shape. It's a book filler. It's not perfect. It's very low MS. But I love the toning on it so much that I might have to put it with my blue toned coins. Even that's more of a purple hue. I'll count it. All right. All right. We're all done with that. So what we're going to do is the EOS giveaway. So if you haven't yet, we got on my end, I'm showing 41. BH Ringer said 43 watching. So we got 57 likes. We've already done the 50 and 25 likes giveaway. What we've got left is the EOS and a stream giveaway. I got 31 entries so far. So we've got 10 people here or more who have not entered. Gotta make sure you have the space in between no, just EOS. If you did EOS 1, that space saves you. But just EOS, type that in the chat. That gets you entered. Just like Phil T-Rep did. There's no EOS 1. See what you started, Cammy? There we go. CTH Gaming, good luck. Welcome in here. We're cleaning up the end of the stream here. While we run this giveaway, I'm going to go wash these dirty fingers. So good luck on getting a $50 box. Hopefully they get that in for you, okay? But be prepared for dirty fingers. Before I handle this envelope any further, I'm going to go wash my hands. So you guys have until I get back to enter the giveaway, the EOS giveaway. And then we'll go on a little break. And by a little break, I mean we'll pass you guys on over to Copper Owl Coins going live at 3 p.m. Eastern. And I'll be right back. Oh yeah, I am back, and it sounds like you're gonna be a busy, busy man there at Copper Owl Coins with all your giveaways for your 5-year stream anniversary. Look forward to celebrating that a little bit with you. All right, we are back. We got cleaner fingers, and I love it. Fervit's finds. So we've got Foster's finds, filthy phalanges. Ugh. Foraging for something. I don't know. Ah, dropped it. All right. So winner gets to add a 4th prize by picking shuffles on the prize wheel. All right, good luck, everybody. We're going to pick that winner in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. New Marshall in town. Congratulations, New Marshall in town. That's not your first time here winning. Probably won't be your last. He says 3. See, he already knows. Go to the shuffles. All right, we'll go to that prize wheel. We're going to shuffle it 3 times. It's been a nickely kind of day. 1, 2, 3. Can we get something other than a nickel in the EOS, or is it going to be all nickels? It's going to be all nickels with 3 war pickles. And since it's been a minute, we've done it a few times today, but what's one more? War pickle. Boom. All right, here we go. Whoops. Off the top of the tube. Need to get more war pickles. They don't sell them that often, so that shouldn't be as much of an issue as the dimes were. All right, here's your war pickle. Minted in 1944 during the war in Philadelphia. And New Marshall in town. It's used.
Hey, how about the pickle? It's used.
Nice, nice. Congratulations. Let's get. Are you on the wheel yet? You are not on the wheel, sir. Let's get you on that wheel right now. Actually, there we go. And we save it. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back here 11 a.m. Sunday, March the 1st, and we are going to pick February's end of month giveaway winner. But before we talk more about that, Congratulations once again, new marshal in town. That's your EOS. We got you on the wheel. You get a war pickle, a war pickle, a war pickle, a Liberty nickel, a 40s nickel, and a Buffalo nickel. Nickel, 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 nickel. Whew. There we go. That's what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30 cents. 30 cents! That's crazy. Or actually, there we go. That's probably accurate. So they're $4.77 melt. Of course, if you were to sell that, it's 35%. You'll get considerably less, just like a 40% half. That's not bad. Well, not bad for a giveaway. All right, so congratulations again, new marshal in town. All right, so end of month giveaway is going to have a Buffalo nickel from 1917 minted in Philadelphia. You'll also get a 2024 Philadelphia and Denver minted nickel set. You get a 1918 Philadelphia Buffalo nickel, a 41 Philadelphia Jefferson nickel, and a 27 Philadelphia Merc dime. You're also going to get a leaky bucket quarter. It is the minor, so it's got that die chip for the leaky bucket. It's also a minor DDR variety. And if I can, oh, I see it. Nope, that's a Buffalo nickel. That's the leaky bucket. Oh, that is also Philly minted. The 2015 Homestead quarter, that doubling's in the window. We're not going to get it under the scope right now. We'll do that on Sunday next week, March 1st. But next up, we have more half-dollar hunting tonight, today, this afternoon, whatever you want to call it, depending on where you're at. You got Copper Owl Coins coming up. He'll be live in 48 minutes. That's 3 p.m. Eastern Time. This is a nickel kind of day. Michael Rose. Uh, then after that, we've got Coining Around, 6:45 Eastern. So, ooh, and I love pickles, New Marshall in town. I love them. Pickles are great. Brined cucumbers. All right, but I appreciate everybody being in here. Those of you who are new, hopefully we see you back again. Hopefully I can catch you over in Copper Out Coins and Coining Around later. We'll have to miss a bit of both streams. Might just pop in and say hi real quick, but I got a lot of halves to get prepped to go back to the bank. But there's the link right there. Thank you, BH Ringer. There's the link for Copper Out Coins 5-year stream anniversary. Um, and then there should be a link for Coining Around there somewhere. But yeah, I think we had Kentucky Fried. I think that's my first time seeing you around. Hopefully we see you in some of these other channels. Hopefully you've had a good time. I appreciate every one of y'all being here. We'll see y'all soon over at Copper Owl Coins. Right after I read BH Ringer's funny comment. In 3,024 years, life will either be really good or really bad. It's 50-50. I like it. I like it. That was fun. Glad I found you there too, Kentucky Fried. Yeah, if you want a giveaway here, you could save me on shipping or something like that. Definitely save on shipping. But if we go to the LCS, we basically got the same choices here. But yeah, we'll see you all over at Copper Owl Coins next. And again at Coining Around. And again in the channels, in the streams. Dan McHugh, also welcome in. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully we catch you in some of these other ones as well. Peace out, everybody. Thanks again, William E., for the box purchase. I'm glad we got you some awesome silver today. A Benji, 240s, a DDO, even though it had the Ring of Death, and a couple of NIFCs for you to bank for later. I wonder what you'll buy with those. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Boom.